What's up, baby dolls? We're going to go through some perspective today. The others BTC ratio, as you know, is the ratio of altcoins to Bitcoin, and it is a useful indicator to give us an idea if risk on is actually entering the crypto market. Now, this others BTC, this is a snapshot that I have from last cycle. It is around 2020. You can see it down here. This is where January 2021 begins. And what I've done is I have this white box. Okay, now in this white box, friends, I can show you it took around 90 days to recover the damage of the year. So if you were to basically look at where we are today, you say, okay, we have had a bit of a poopening. And what I'm going to do now is just estimate where would 90 days take us from like this very bottom. Let's assume 90 days could happen. That's around November. It is around November. I mean, you could even stretch it out to December. That would be 90 days. What I'm going to do now is change it to this daily chart so you're going to get an idea of what's actually going on, friends. And I'm going to go back to this 2020. I want to just give you an appreciation of how difficult it was to watch this. See this chart, friends? This is DeFi season. Okay, DeFi season, which is actually pretty much everything's mooned. And then what ends up happening after that point is the poopy times come. The unfortunate poopy times. So we see this part coming down. This is literally destruction. And then you have Randy Boo's tweet, right? The famous tweet. What if there's no old season? What if it doesn't happen? Only buy tokens that will survive a bear market. I just want you to know, man, like an experienced guy. Remember, and Randy Boo, friends, Rand's made hundreds of millions of dollars, man. Like so, and he was even successful back here. He was a retired marketing genius entrepreneur back then. And even he was like, I've got all the money in the world. I've got a loving family. I've got kids, CNBC. I've got the connections. What if we're all wrong? I want you to see that doubt, man. It's powerful. It's powerful what markets do to us at the bottom. So just make us go, well, could be over or it couldn't be over. Now, look at this day by day, friends. So what I want you to do is focus on the right-hand side of this chart. And I'm going to go slowly day by day. Look how long it takes. Look how long it takes, okay? See how slow we're moving up? Slow, 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 slow. Look at this, look at this. We took, I want you to think about this, okay? We're crashing down, end of December, right? Look how long this takes, by the way. This is literally, friends, this is 2 months. Basically, you haven't even recovered this high, okay? It literally, by the time most coins had recovered the high, it was around here. So you want to do that time period, man, it's literally, friends, 60 to about 90 days. I like to just say 90. It took about 90 days just so we're on the side of caution because you never know. They might try to take out Pokemon Island all over again with the Japanese yen carry trade. I want you to think about that. 90 days, man. 90 days to recover the damage. And that brings us to where we are looking at again today, right here. Remember that 90 days, man? That brings us in November. So you don't feel it. Like, you're like, no one's like, oh, we recovered all of the damage. No, you're glancing at a chart and it looks horrendous. It looks and it feels bad. That's literally what it comes down to because you're summarizing the whole chart with one clean swoop of your eyes. You're glancing at something like, oh, it went down, then went up. It went down and then it went up. Yeah, but that down and then up part, it's a long period of time, man. You live day by day. And while I play some pump music, just a gentle reminder, man. In crypto, friends. In crypto, the exciting fast part at the end, it only lasts like 50 days. And it really is around that. And what I'm going to do is, once again, put it down to the daily chart just so you can see basically the Dogecoin mania. We can go back to that bull market part. That was pretty much it. I mean, look at this. This is Dogecoin mania. But we all know Doge and everything. They started actually picking up, friends, the final 50 days. That's around here. It's literally 1st of April to May. There you go. 50 days. That's literally it. This is pretty much everything. That's crazy, man. If you're not selling in this period, then you are still paying the price 3.5 years later. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Because, you know, many of the altcoins don't even come back. Man, that's wild, man. That's disappointing. It's just disappointing industry. So honestly, sometimes, look, I'm glad it exists, but it just really, we want to punish people because you didn't sell in this 50-day window. You got to punish them for the next 3.5 years. Yeah, that's the game, man. I know, friends, we're trying to look out for the little guy, but unfortunately in crypto, there's just so many scamming, thieving, people just do things wrong, outrageous leverage, all this arrogance. But you have to believe. You have to believe that there's a brighter future tomorrow. That's literally the only way to make it through. Check out the comments as well from Davey James. I'm nowhere near portfolio high this year. Yeah. Just showing you. And it takes like 60 to 90 days to get back to the portfolio high of this year. By the way, you didn't sell your portfolio high this year. Why? Because you're still down from many, many years ago. Everyone is, right? A lot of people are. And that wasn't like high enough. I feel like we're just getting started. Why the hell did I sell? It's tough, man. It's tough. Check out Mr. EVM Arc. This is funny. I was just taking crypto serious around this time. I got shaken out. Hilarious. So he's talking about that December, exactly 4 years ago. He was thinking, oh, it's just starting to take crypto, and I shook myself out. We're looking at people right now, they've shaken themselves out. And you know, friends, a lot of people, if you hang around, it's fine. It's the people who go, yeah, I agree. A week later, they're like, you know, I'm feeling shit. Just sell everything, walk away. They're the ones who end up living long enough to regret it. And what I want to do now, just show you this like long-term chart of Bitcoin, right? Like not really long-term, since 2018, it is long-term to normal people, but you're just seeing it glide up to the right. You're seeing this, right? So, you know, you started down here and then you end up down here. You're like, you're gliding up and to the right. But when you see this chart, like you're just like, oh, crypto goes up. Crypto goes up. It's easy. Just got to hold, right? Hodl. Yay, I'm a hodler. But when you look at that chart, you are summarizing, that's 7 years of experience, data, pain, misery, and uptimes in there, bit of them, okay, squeezed on. 7 years in a blink of an eye. 7 years. It's like trying to give a summary on your life. You're like, well, that was good. Anyway, let's see what the afterlife says. It's literally like that, okay? Now, with humans, when we glance at it, we just say, oh, it went up. But in the moment, we're living day to day. In crypto, it's actually worse than that. You're living 3 8-hour sessions per day. You got Asia, 8 hours. Then we have Europe, 8 hours. Then we have Americana, 8 hours. And it's just, and then you throw in weekends too. So you're aging turbo fast. And that's why crypto is moving like 4.5 times faster than stonks. The days feel forever. And every time like you see a monthly candle, friends, that every little monthly candle, it's literally like, for example, I remember this, right? See, look, go down here. This was September of 2020. Dude, like you're just looking at that like, oh yeah, it went a bit down, then it went a bit up. No, man, that was 30 painful days. 30 painful days. It was everybody calling for 3K Bitcoin. You had the zombie virus. They can't print enough money because people can't get jobs. Everything's bad. It was just horrendous. Like crypto's just destroyed. I remember that. I remember every single day. There was a CME gap at 9,400. I was like, it's gonna fail. It never failed. And it's just sitting there and like, well, you're like, well, okay, we might go to zero. What if we don't? But no one listens to that guy, man. No one listens to that guy in Pikachu hat going, what if we don't go to zero? What if we actually keep going up? But you got to be careful because as things keep going up, everyone says, yeah, what if we just keep running to the moon? So it's tough for people to understand. On average, it's human fallacies, right? We live linear time frames, friends. It's very hard to us to measure exponentials and mean reversion stuff. So it also is difficult to think about you walking up slowly and then there's a 50-day period where everything goes nuts. It is tough to think about that. Now, when everyone thinks about that period right now, because it's so far away, people say, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to exit in that part because my bags are going to go up 50x in those 50 days. No one's bags go up 50x in those days. In fact, what ends up happening is, as I showed you, Doge, which was a unicorn winner, went up 13x in those 50 days. That's Doge, okay? Everything else, XRP, Ethereum, most other coins, they only went up between a 2 and a 4x. All right, XRP towards the low end, a 2x. Towards the great end is like a 3x. Think about that, right? If you're walking up all these period of time, you're up like a 4 from here, 4 times your money. And then that final period is another 3. You're like, I'm not getting out, bro. There's only a 10x from the bottom. Like, I'm barely got everything. Yeah, that's how everyone got trapped, man. That's how everybody got trapped because they're not happy with the price they're given. And you're going to hear during these times, as they appear, friends, there's going to be people who create unicorns, part of big communities. I'm just going to remind you as well, like, this is the type of stuff when Richard Hart is we haven't launched Pulse Chain yet, and he's throwing out these estimations, right? He's saying it could do a 14,000x.
Do you have a price expectation for Pulse? Okay. I don't make forward-looking price statements, but I will tell you what's possible. When I said that Hex was designed to do a 10,000x when it was invented, it was because I just looked at what Ethereum did. Ethereum did a 10,000x, and we have superior game theory. So it was just a reasonable estimate of what was possible. Well, if Ethereum did a 14,000x, which it has so far, why can't something that's better?
So you get to see, right? Yeah, of course it's better. You should do more. Yeah. But as you've come to learn, everybody gets to learn. It's in crypto, what people say is better, that is subjective. All right. Even though you're like, wait, better. It's like a car, right? This car is faster. You could probably go build a faster car than a Ferrari. You're like, it's better. It's got better engineering, better air conditioner, faster engine. Yeah, but maybe people don't want to pay $720,000 for your car. Maybe they're only willing to pay $70,000 because they don't know who the hell you are and they don't care that this thing goes, fast. In network effects, it is subjective, friends. It's more to do with the first mover advantage. That's what it is. Okay, so if you're building something in a product space, what we've tend to find is in crypto, being first is such an enormous advantage. The guy who comes after you, they can't just be better. They have to be 10 times better. 10 times better. They can't just be a bit better. Bitcoin was more than 10 times better than the traditional financial system because Bitcoin could let you send money around the world in an hour internationally. 1 to 2 hours, right? How long does it take in the bank? Will take 3 days. So compare okay, takes me 72 hours to send money, but I could do it here in 1 hour. It's 72x improvement. Okay, that was basically all payment solution stuff at the start. Now, then Ethereum comes on, right? Ethereum was more than 10 times better than Bitcoin because Bitcoin had no smart contracts. Ethereum has so much capabilities and it is more than 10 times faster. But then you have, say, Pulse Chain. It's a copy of Ethereum. It's not 10 times better. You might make the case, we're 3% faster and they're 8% here and there. You might make that case, but it's not 10 times better. And here's the thing, though. You got to get a community that's 10 times more powerful in terms of belief in their hearts. That's how you got to win these, all right? But don't think that everyone else has it easy too, because layer 2 coins, layer 2 chains, it's the same thing. Your governance token is not even 2% better than everything else. You're just as useless as everything else. No one wants to really control these power structures of these because they're useless anyway. It's just a bunch of VCs who give themselves a coin, right? It's kind of like, well, okay, you go to a park and then you put up your little fort and then you say, it's going to cost $100,000 if you want to come and join in my cute little kitties, we're doing role-playing Middle Ages game. And you're walking past, you're like, well, you just went to the park yourself and you set up these little wooden pillars and you made the game yourself and you're charging $100,000. I don't have any real care to want to go and control that power structure anyway. Okay, it's the same thing. That's what crypto looks like to the outside world. That's why the product market fit's not working with a lot of these governance tokens. They're like, well, we didn't care about governance of that, man. We don't care. Now, governance of the US of A, that's a president. Okay, sweet. Yeah, they'll try to blow your head off. That's how competitive it is. Try to rig elections, left, right, and center. In crypto, it's all about that first mover advantage, friends. Also, as I'm here to help you learn, friends, when people say better as well, just so you're learning, when people say better, there's something you can never be better at Bitcoin for. Okay, you can't be better than Bitcoin in the narrative, the first narrative, the first crypto. You'll never be the first crypto. There's only one first crypto. You'll never be able to replicate Satoshi's donation, mine 1 million coins, and then basically disappear. You won't be able to do that. Maybe in a Lewis case, people will say, the people burning coins. They gave themselves the coins and they burned. Yeah, the people would say the same thing like that. But in people's eyes, man, it's people value. Like I said, that Ferrari example is perfect. Go build a faster car. You can actually make it do better things in the Ferrari, but people don't feel like, if they win the lottery, they want to go buy your car. You will never get that from them. You got to be 10 times more powerful in people's minds. So have a think about that as we progress throughout the cycle. Well, you go, what do I do? Well, think about the MegaPhone, man. There are all these communities, altcoins, including the meme coin sector and all these. You got to be 10 times more powerful than the guy next to you. Meme coins are literally just focused on making noise. Okay, which it's funny. Some people think it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, dude. That's one of the most bullish things ever. You're telling me there's a group of people where their one job is just to grow bigger and just recruit people? Wow. I want to be part of that. You are part of that. Meme coins, that's altcoins, friends. in the communities where, oh, we want to be tech. Yeah, bro, your tech has to be 10 times better than the guy next to you. Literally 10 times. If you're not 10 times, you ain't going to be a unicorn. You're going to have the old pump and dump. You're not going to break the cycles. You're going to be correlated with everything else. Now that I've opened your eyes, what are you going to do about it? Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mum and dad you love them. Catch you soon.